Welcome, friends. Today we're going to see about how Spanish flu got independence to a country. Spanish flu killed around 20 million people in British India, which is about 6% of its entire population. Scores of people lay dead on the streets. Hospitals were overwhelmed by patients from all corners of life. The country had declared a national emergency, but still the infection has not reduced. The disease even touched the who's and who's of the country. And this is not COVID 19, this is the Spanish flu epidemic of the 1918. Though it was a disaster in the making, the infection brought the country together and got it freedom from the colonial Britain. The disease was Spanish flu, and the country was India. First World War. The entire world came to a standstill when assassins shot the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, the heir to the throne of Austro-Hungarian Empire. The shot killed him. The European powers sided against each other, and Britain, Italy, and Austro-Hungarian, France, and Germany took up to the trenches to fight the Great War. The war was then called the World War I after World War II. Eventually, Canadians, Australians, and Americans joined the British, French, and Germans in the trenches. However, at the end of World War I, more lives were lost to a mysterious disease than to the war. During World War I, a disease ravaged America and Europe. It started with a high fever and ended up people drowning with fluid filled lungs. The disease killed millions of people across Europe and America and stretched its arms towards Asia. What came to be called the La Grippe in French took a toll on both Central Powers and Axis powers as both sides faced heavy losses. The warring powers, Turkey, Britain, France, Austria, Hungary, Italy, and United States, silenced the media to suppress the news of the mysterious disease as it might weaken the morale of the general population. Spain was neutral and gave freedom of speech to its media outlets. The Spanish newspapers were the first to record the mysterious flu, so it got the name Spanish flu. The official records of British India stated that the flu arrived via a passenger from a ship docked in Bombay harbour. Spanish flu was ravaging British India, crippling the normal life of people. About one-third of the entire population, around 50 million to 100 million Indians, were infected with the disease. British Indian government advised the general public to avoid overcrowding and stay at home. The hospitals got overcrowded as a second wave of infection swept across India. There were not enough wood to burn the dead bodies. To explain, most of Indians are Hindus who believe dead bodies have to be burned on wood pyres. On top of it, the monsoon rain did not come, causing famines and made life even worse. British India lost 20 million, around 6% of its population, to Spanish flu. At the peak of the epidemic, around 200 people died every day. The British India officials who were supposed to handle the situation left for holiday to hill stations to avoid infections. The hill stations were summer homes in the mountain far away from India's sweltering cities. Even the most famous Indians of all, Mahatma Gandhi, who fought for Indian independence, was infected with Spanish flu but recovered. Pandemic as ignition for freedom. The poor management of the disease by British India government caused resentment among the people. Indian national activists used this opportunity to distribute needed supplies to the affected population. The issue of solving the health crisis was taken by local leaders who began questioning and challenging the authority of British India government. After the pandemic ended, India applied for self-governance and called for elections to elect local body members. The Spanish flu exposed the negligence of British colonial rule in India, thereby bringing people together in fight for independence. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.